installed today, guys. Oh, no, we're not updating now. Fuck off, Windows. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. We are going to continue on with Danganronpa tonight for as long as we can. I don't know how long that will be. I feel pretty shit today. But we'll see how that goes. I do want to know what happens, you know? I want to know. We're gonna fight. Woohoo! Okay. So we're gonna play for as long as we can until 9 o'clock hits, and then we'll break at 9. Because that's when Osmond needs to be fed. Yeah, and I don't wanna fight with the cat. Okay, so we just came across Ibuki and Hiyoko being kind of dead. So that's a problem if you ask me. We'll find out what's going on. Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are smothering. They're so smothering? God, I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumps and complaints. But it really is hot. Yeah, why is it so warm? Why are the dragon heads on? Were they on before? In fact, it's sweltering hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sainoji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There was no external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp dagger tool. That's an aggressive murder, even for us. It appears her death was instant. Good. I don't like her, but even that's bad. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Yeah. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? Oh, did Hiyoko see something she shouldn't have seen? And the reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out.
I will definitely find out the truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had more confident sounding catchphrase. Okay. Where do we even start? The dragon heads, we can't look at those. Shattered remains of machine all spread all over the floor. Okay, so that's what we... What's a transmission? This appears to be a surveillance camera unit.
This too.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So, that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? I don't know what you saw. You did see it. It was like a setup. I do agree with that. I think it got knocked over. I don't think it was intentionally destroyed. Okay. Candlelight. Look at this. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. Yeah, there's the light. A dull light in the video must have been coming from the candle. The candle was huge. Candle this huge might be perfect for light, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used a normal stage light. Ambiance, my dudes, ambiance. Okay. Poor girl. Step ladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the step ladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. This has blood. Isn't that a blood stain?
See?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the step ladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then that blood must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. A blood stain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does that mean? Okay, the stepladder. Left side. I mean, was she? I don't see her. I can't see her being involved. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head from the hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Well, she had the despair disease and she was all gullible, right? So she probably was told to. Hemp bag, upon further investigation, is a Monami decal fabric. It looks like this isn't a normal bag. A noose. The rope was tied to the batten lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length rope with no unnatural features. But besides the fact, this music venue has a strange room. The storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means it was obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope. And it means it's difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan! Do you have a moment?
What
happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death is being hanged by this rope, right?
Well,
Yes, I had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she had died from hanging herself.
I see.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she had hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. I don't know about that. But I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. He's investigating, man. He sees a connection that you don't see. That's all that's happened there. Yeah, is he weird? Hell yeah. But... okay. Good. Anything else? Pookie's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Huh? Oh. What's that on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanged, but her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any extra injuries on Ibuki if that's the case. This blood belongs to someone else. That's really odd. Okay.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before we met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because the hemp bag. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from a rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
well,
That means there's no time of death written on the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. Yeah, I guess we don't know. It's true their estimated time of death wasn't written down in the Monokuma file this time. I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. Yeah, it was before the morning message. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? Yes, she did. No, that's impossible. Why is that impossible? She had the gullible disease. Someone could have told her that that's what she needed to do, and she would have just done it. You know? The gullible disease is a nasty one. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterwards. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she didn't commit suicide. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. No, it's not. Hyoko. Hyoko's body is suspended against a pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looked like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because the duct tape wrapped around it. Why is Hyoko's kimono like this? What's wrong with it? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, the sash is tied in the front. That is odd. Someone didn't know how to tie kimono? Did the killer do this too? That's a good question. But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? I guess so. Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? We don't have an alibi.
hey!
We don't technically have an alibi. I mean, we kind of do, but we don't at the same time. Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
Hi, Oswin. Funny minute. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside her kimono.
huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't be a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead? Well, it is an investigation, my dude. I know it's uncomfortable, but like, trying to solve a murder. I mean, ask Chiaki to do it. It's right there. Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Akane!
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. So, can you feel around for that?
What?
Huh? I don't really understand, but just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding. Himoko was stuck as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it. She's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is that what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys at the cottage. So, this may be the key to her motel room? The key to her motel room, huh?
But
If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it was that hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with evidence.
isn't that right?
Because if this was a trap, they would have put it more towards the front of her kimono so we noticed it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything. But you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, it's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of those mysteries, what I think is strange is
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Yeah, of course they were. Hide that wound. I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape was acting to compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Can we look at your body more? Ibuki's body. Oh, is it just gonna be the shoes? That's annoying. Okay. Looks like we got a. Yeah. With her arms crossed as though the thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped, it's just dirty. Dirty?
Hey.
Take a close look at the floor.
See?
Oh, someone tried to wipe something up. If you look closely. You're right, there's a smudge of something was wiped off. Wait, is that something... Is that a blood stain?
Yep.
Well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hyoko's neck is slashed not too far from here.
But still.
Rather, what's strange is why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it.
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped the bloodstain off, as long as the body is nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what's the killer trying to hide? I don't know. I know, Osmond. 15 minutes. Can you sit? Okay, maybe I'll feed. I'm gonna feed her now because she's getting quite upset with me. Hold on, where's the friggin' yeah? Where's the tab? There it is. All right, be right back. Alright, sorry guys. Sorry. Let's go back to the main screen. Let's go back to the main screen. Alright. So we're getting a few inconsistencies here. That we need to kind of figure out. There should still be things to investigate on the stage? I don't know what else. Oh, here. Oh. There's a black curtain hanging from the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough to reach the one edge of the stage on the other.
Huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was a stage, that If it was, its stage, it didn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. Oh, rocket punch. Temporary use, like, see the back of the curtain is taped with a temporary use. Just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring a curtain from the supermarket? It sounds like a few things have made it here from the supermarket.
So,
If they went that far, it's possible something like something that the killer would need for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easily. Okay. So we don't have a time of death. We have a bunch of things that shouldn't be here. Apparently. What else is there to investigate? Huh? Oh. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to rise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used it to lower Buki's hanging body. Speaking of lighting, the video in the music venue I saw had a dim candle ambiance to it, and it didn't look like the stage lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use the lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have.
I see you noticed it too, Fiend. Not noticed. So you didn't notice. Those eyes are little glass balls? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant light item? Look at the baton lighting. I don't know what I'm looking at. You mean that? There's something that looks like a black paper. Oh, I see it. Okay. Stuck to the baton light. Yeah, so you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton light one more time
I
and...
can see it.
There's no need.
Go, my four dark devas of
Go,
destruction.
Gold Mirage, Golden Hawk, Jump P. Now it is time for you to take flight. Which one's that? Wahaha! Feast your eyes upon the brave soul of the four dark devas of destruction. The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Whoa! Oh my god, we get to see it! Choo choo! It's so cute. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in mid-circles. And then the purple ruffled downwards and was delicately caught by Gundam. How beautiful. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that was amazing! I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my four dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So, what's with the paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears to be nothing useful. Let's see it. Show it to me. No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Oswin, come here! He's screaming. What are you up to? Are you coming? Oh, she's coming out. You're gonna join us. Okay. Can I leave now? What? I don't know. Oh, the thermostat. Sure. Okay, fine. Fine, that's fair. It looks like the music video is an AC unit. That's right. You might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little like so. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. Better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things down a little. Yeah, honestly. But why was it so hot? Who turned the heat on? Hey, okay. Now we can talk to people. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. That I should check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. And that reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. Oh, that's a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. Well, no, that was a good question. You should ask that. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together just until I went just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? Sure. If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life, at least. What? What happened to not doubting me? Yeah. If you doubt us, why are you asking us to spare your life? Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright. Who do we talk to next? Miss Princess?
Something like this.
It's happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Well, I can't really call it that. Yoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this for them. For the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Yeah, exactly. Fuyuhiko?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, look at this. Oh, what?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. Oh, a drumstick. That's a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be really a big clue? Why would that be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if it's gonna be possible. There's only 4 of us and 2 of us are girls. Doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! As Fuyuhiko signaled, we charged into the door full force. Bam. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock on it. Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open. And this is the shape of the handle. The stick was used to bar the door here. Well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? Yeah, absolutely it would. You mean you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? Yes, that is what he just said. Broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
Huh? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is only an entrance, the only entrance. If they locked the door from inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe. Maybe the killer was inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know? Don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? Oh, we already had one like this, guys. If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. Killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like he said, that might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole
I heard
story.
what you were discussing. Chiaki. That was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it?
see?
Oh. Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think of rubber.
Yep.
You're right, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said it, Chiaki bent down and scraped off this semi-permanent glob with her fingers. Semi-transparent glob. I don't eat it! Why are you putting it in your mouth? Chew, chew. That smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob to start. For instance, it was originally liquid that hardened into this. It might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Spitting it out? Just so they thought it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider it some kind of clue, right? Yuck. Why is she eating shit like that? Don't eat shit. Akane. What's up? Hey, are you okay? You're still not feeling well? Yeah, I really don't get it, but... When I was about Nekomaru, it's like my knees started shaking.
That's weird.
It's weird. There's no way I got that kind of weakness. I'd probably go away if I battled some strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You know, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Nagito. Hajime, this might be impudent of me to ask, but... Will you listen to what I have to say? I guess.
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? Yeah, that's something we should do, actually. To reach the truth behind the incident for the sake of dedicating my body to a greater hope? No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself, no! This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm gonna tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see, that's disappointing. Alright. You direct your gaze to the brave statue of the four Dark Devas of the session. Okay. Is there anything else that needs looking at? Before we go into this room? There's a door that says staff only. Looks like inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. I think it would be stupid if you didn't. You have to, really. He's in here. Nagito! Nagito, Nagito, Nagito. What's this? The carpet and wallpaper and paint of the shelves is probably used for the stage decorations. Huh? Yes, the same one that's on the... This thick paper is folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers posted all over the side of this paper. The edge of the wallpaper is ripped. Yeah, it looks like it's torn. But what does this mean? It means that someone tore it. The stickers? There's a lot of stickers with Venue's logo placed here. Like they made a bunch of the items and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Well, compared to last time, it feels like there's less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? No, you're not, because they were everywhere. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars, drums, but there's also an instrument machine that I'd never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. Okay. You see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With the mirror this big, it can easily check how you look. That's There's a lot of stickers pasted in the front. Oh, blah blah blah. You. What do you want? Nagito, did you come here to investigate this storage room too? I just want to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? I tipped over the stepladder on the stage. The duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What is this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some useful information. Really? You might end up confusing me again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For that sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy. And won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Yeah. This time? Have you done this before? Overlook this case this time? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're gonna tell me, huh? That it can't be helped? I guess I rely on my gut feelings. Gut feeling?
Hey.
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Wasn't it obvious? The movie theater. The movie theater? No, actually, it's not obvious. Why are we going there? After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. I really don't know why he's there. Why is sudden interest in the movie theater? Is it the Monokuma movie? Something to do with that? I guess I should go back to the music venue. Yes. Nothing left in here. Were these always turned on? No. Alright, with this we might be close to finished investigation of the music venue. I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to get those autopsy results from her. Well, I don't know if she has any information. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything? I told you the truth. It's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. The music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. I guess the body temperatures are weird. Because of the heat. Is that possible? The body overexposed to heat or cold, it won't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see. It might have been the killer's goal. They covered their time by using it as a heater to make it inside the music venue too hot. That's weird.
But...
Even if this heat of the killer is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murder occurred in. You only saw one murder. First Ibuki, then Hiyoko. Well, that's when we saw Hiyoko. Hiyoko could have been murdered first and then just wasn't put on display until after. You know? That is possible as well. And as long as this is the imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistakes in order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone knew.
See?
A murder where a killer uses a creative works like a song or a film to outline their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, video games, that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. What movie? That movie?
Good instinct.
Oh, the Monokuma movie? The assumption is an imitation murder. The reason why the killer killed 2 people? The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if it was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This too must be
It's
the
certainly
will of
conceivable,
causality.
if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Yeah, we should have watched the goddamn movie. Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Oh, then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I've prepared a perfect circumstance. Ahem. On this school trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if the killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened would be able to secure the easy victory, right? A new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? That is what he said. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just wanted to confirm on one of the class trial rules. I see, as expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider the possibility at all. And I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Huh?
So,
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuka and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean the 2 killers could exist at the same time. We can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If anyone can only choose on the basis of majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yep, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 victims instead of 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
wow.
Ugh.
I don't like
Alright,
this.
fine. That's right. There's only 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility of 2 killers to exist at the same time. Which means I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer could kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
that
your
means the 3rd victim would be
powerlessness.
impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean, imitation? Dude, they're talking about the movie that you insisted on not watching. Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So,
Like I said, that movie.
oh my.
When I was first explored the island, Monokuma was passing our invitation tickets. And the invitation is,
Good
of
instinct.
course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles the movie as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagato mentioned something about that. Then I can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feeling. Gut feelings. You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Well, exactly. What exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater.
you.
I see. You haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch the movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going to. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to the despair disease. Thanks to the despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I could do before the class trial. I'm definitely going to give it my all until the very end. Okay, so let's go watch the movie. I wanted to watch this movie from the beginning, but he just didn't want to. He wouldn't let me. It was rude. Rude, rude, rude. Okay. Let's go to the movie. I was kind of hoping we could watch it. He wouldn't let us. Stupid Hajime made us pay, what was it? 2 million, something million yen in order to, or a ridiculous amount of money for a sticker. Or something like $1 billion. So that he didn't have to watch the movie. And he's gonna watch it anyway.
Hello there.
Whoever did this on the one hand thinks of getting rid of Hiyoko on the other hand. That's what I said. I was like, I don't really have a huge problem with Hiyoko dying because she was awful. But I'm really sad about Ibuki. Friggin' gullible disease. Friggin' gullible disease. Hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. Well, yeah, where else are we supposed to go? Welcome back, Celestial Ludenberg. How are you? Good to see you. And the case this time is an imitation death, in which the killer used the movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch the movie first.
Hey!
Hey, manager! A customer's here.
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Hajime, the customer? Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna
You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what tsunadere, I don't know that word. Hajime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You are so devoted to being a tsundere. Tsundere? You even brought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. That's right.
Huh?
How you paid $1.5 million for that sticker? It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for the Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it! My resistance was in vain. Monokuma reached into my pocket and took out the sticker. See, it's this one. Yep. I'm sorry I was born stupid. I want this sticker. I'm sus of Mikan because she was abused by Hiyoko. No, because Mikan was in the hospital. She physically couldn't have done it. She physically could not have done it. I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million? Woohoo! But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me the invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. Like, I don't think there would have been enough time. Because, like, I guess she could have told Ibuki to go kill herself. And Ibuki would have done it because she had the gullible disease. The gullible despair disease. But then Ibuki, like, it just doesn't make sense that that would happen. But I do think someone did convince Ibuki to do that.
It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give you 1 ticket per person. You already have 1 chance to watch the movie for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it, okay?
Now go prepare the projection wheel. Please wait a bit, okay?
I would have watched this movie 1,000,000 times already. Haha, Hajime, about the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Oh, why? No reason, I just think it's a bit of a protective charm. Okay. There's paper all over my floor and I have to pick it up, but I'm lazy. My foot keeps getting stuck on it. The invitation ticket. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Oh.
Can we get popcorn?
Food shop. A lot of things like popcorn, sandwiches, drinks are all arranged here. I don't think it pertains to the incident at all. What if you just wanted a snack? Ibuki. No, because the other thing too is Hyoko was locked in her room and she never came into the hospital. Like, she was very adamant of not being anywhere near anyone that was sick. She barricaded herself, so that doesn't make sense either. It doesn't. I think it's... I have a theory, but it doesn't fully make sense. I think somebody, maybe Hyoko, did somehow, like, maybe she did. Maybe you're right and she did go in the hospital and have Ibuki leave with her. That is possible. And then maybe she convinced Ibuki to climb the ladder and kill herself, and then whoever she was working with then killed her. That's... because there is only one murderer, in theory. So in the last game, it was the coercion of Celeste counted as the murder of both people or something like that. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's very... sometimes you can play through these murders and you just know. Like, you can just get an idea. But this one I don't really know yet. We don't have enough information. Okay, can I watch it? Can I go?
No.
I'm still in the middle of preparing. Don't rush, don't rush.
Are you sure?
Hasty boys get hated. You know, they might even get hated by boy bears too, you know?
Okay, fine. Can you hate me all you want? What do you want?
Impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it, too? But even you said you should have just settled with the money and get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. The bag is gone. I mean, we always knew the bag was here. That reminds me, the item that should be on top of this counter. The bag. It's not there. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth. And the decal on Monomi's face.
Did that catch your eye? It's all-purpose tote with a bag useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it.
How many just cracked? If the tote bag is gone, that means... oh, yeah,
What's
where's
this?
the one?
Whoa there, are you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, it's too bad. I already sold out.
Who would you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid, there's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something to reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to pay customers in bonus prizes.
Oh, a BOGO of the bag. That's cool. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. So there is another bag out there. There's 2 bags. So if we can find out who owns the second one.
Now then, I just forgot those carelessly made slip my tongue.
Now
Look,
then.
like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I'm so excited.
I can't wait. I
Boo-hoo-hoo!
can't wait.
It's exciting. Exciting.
I'm so excited. I am excited. Oh, that's a noise.
Buzz. I apologize for keeping you waiting. When the famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears, The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D, 2.5D, will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds half-assed.
Melvin, please relax and enjoy the film.
It's gonna be funny. I'm excited.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Okay. Oh!
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
Alright. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear
And
that.
was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends.
What did he mean? Oh,
Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide,
oh, I see.
the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage,
Right.
so he pumped her full of arrows.
Okay, that hasn't... Well, it's on a tree.
He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful.
After a bunch of
Eventually,
others.
one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
Oh no.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their
course
pensions,
he
and
did.
lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Pensions. I
And
love
he
that.
lived happily ever after. The end.
I love that. That is great. That was a great story.
Man, movies are the best. The drama was so moving that I indeed 2 boxes of tissues for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again in the class trial.
bye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Alright, I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe that situation. I thought that was funny. I was hoping it was that movie there, though. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not even okay to call it a movie? Thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in the case. Ibuki's death with hanging matched with the Scarecrow's death in the movie. And not just that, Hiyoko suspended body matches to the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3. But it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or if the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so that's everything in here, right? Let's go to the hospital. Oh, well, actually, let's do this closer. Okay. I just remember I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyogo's room is. It might be faster just to ask someone. Hey, where's Hyogo's
So
room?
you have appeared.
You are here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door into the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. What? I wonder how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? Probably just like that. 1, 2, 3. Clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but the key to inside her kimono. Maybe I can use this. Yep. The thought it is the key to her room. Although I should go inside. Alright, I should go inside. Okay. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Why? Oh, hey.
Oh my.
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What? What, did something happen? No, it's just I am starting to believe it might be my fault. What might be? My fault? What does that mean? Why? Why do you think that? That's an odd thing for you to say. The bed isn't messed up. Doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Hey! There he is.
No.
Hey, bud. Thanks, man. Okay. The mirror, but it's small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. But we have to talk to her. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right? However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in this room. She had another reason. Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps.
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. Was it a coincidence, though? And then I saw it. Oh, Yoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but she could not tie the sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh? Oh. She couldn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
You are right.
The others might have thought it was a silly sash, But it must have been a serious issue for her. Well, yeah, it holds her whole outfit together. Hiyoko told me that she had learned how to tie her satch from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her satch on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
Okay.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror?
Oh, which is why she would have been in there, because there's the mirror in that room.
Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
No, you were just being helpful, Sonia.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful.
Yeah, of course.
Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
I'm not hearing anything that would have made this your fault. And that was when she kicked me out, as she does.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that? Now you're saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? To tie it? Ah, I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. No, she wasn't. That was voluntary. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening to your conversation? I never told anyone this, and I do not believe anyone was listening to in on our conversation. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? I'm starting to think they didn't know, and she observed something she shouldn't have observed. Something's wrong. I don't think she was meant to be killed. Sonia's account has been added. Okay. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Oh, that's the bed. Okay, let's go to the hospital. Yeah, I think she went there. I think they're right. I think she went there to use the mirror to tie her kimono. And then I think she probably oversaw something she wasn't supposed to see. Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki was hanging from the bottom light. However, there's no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when you were about to go back to the music venue. You met up with me and Mikan. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the discovery and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey.
That is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else besides Gundam? He was here. As I recall. Didn't you hear me? A body was found. A body? Ah! Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all? No. Besides Chiaki, I saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
I see. So Kazuichi said Sonya didn't appear, huh? You think those two are suspicious? Well, they're the only ones that really don't have, you know.
Like...
Well, Hiyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two were the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but... While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi too. Yeah, sure. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki had disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. You see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No, we went to the movie theater, the street full of machines, and looked for Ibuki, but I didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hiyoko and wrapped her around some pillar with duct tape. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a big act. It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hiyoko was killed and we discovered her body...
huh?
What? Do you still doubt me? No, I don't doubt you.
Jeez.
I'm used to it. It's true I don't... It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that. Okay. I mean, I believe that. I do believe that. That makes sense. That all makes sense, guys. Let's keep going. Oh, my head is starting to hurt again. Hospital. Hospital. Alright. Kazuichi, I don't fully trust you.
Well,
I feel like I've been in here a while, even though it was only a few days. Hey, you prepared the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey, hey.
Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Well, that was a very suspicious thing for you to say. Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. And if there was another surveillance camera unit, would it be possible to transmit a signal from the hospital to those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's not possible. Originally, surveillance cameras and the surveillance monitors were only used as part of the same unit. The video that filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. Okay.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, I would have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. Okay. That's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its own broadcast based on specific numbers. So even if you bring the same model camera and monitor, it won't be able to interfere with that signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased their wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right. You did work on that. Okay. Alright. I should investigate the lobby first. Yes. Okay, surveillance camera unit. As long as the music surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's possible to broadcast with it.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? Why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for it, right? Did you see something in this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to know that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey, hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed me the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were using that candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a handbag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed the stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed the rope and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up in the dark. But the one I got from the Machine Alley is really old model. Hold on!
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw that she was trying to hang herself? So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean that she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? Well, clearly, that's observably what happened. What do you think, Chiaki? I think she was coerced into doing it. There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so...
You.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't... There's no way we'd be able to figure out right so easily. Yeah, you'd get mad at him. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm headed over there. What the heck, she ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might have been overthinking, but she seemed a little upset. Yeah, she did. She was upset. As she should be. As she should be. Her friends died and he just sassed her. This was her room. It looks like this one is an open room. There shouldn't be anybody inside. I should look somewhere else. But that was her room, was it not? Okay. It was. Okay, so now that these are... This gets me every time. Okay, so now we can't look in those rooms, now that they are actually empty. Alright. Conference room. Staff room. Conference room.
Conference.
What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey,
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you in here?
'cause...
If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What? Fully exposed?
Hey,
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
aw.
Aw, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner as she finished saying that, I heard a dry sound of the curtains being drawn. Then there was a flash of intense light, and it stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started to adjust to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtains that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised, I don't get it.
Well,
I got it. Got what?
see?
These curtains in the conference room are designed to be completely blackout light. Oh, they're blackout curtains. There's a projector in here, so they're probably careful about the light shining through.
See?
See? Blackout curtains. Black curtains on the blocks. That block light is also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. A black light blocking curtain. That's why it's so dark. So is something wrong with that? It seems in the middle of their investigation, so it's a secret. I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Chiaki, girl, what's wrong? What's wrong, love? Hey, did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
I'm not angry, I think. Well, are you? Are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird. That's not true.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it.
I think.
I think. Is she teasing me? She's not gonna tell us what happened. It's a projector. I don't think there's really anything else to look at in here other than the fact that that curtain is gone. It's a really big window, spacious, that looks like that. Well, should there not be another set of curtains? There's nothing that catches my eye. Okay. Blackout curtains. I feel like there should be another set of lights. Or another set of curtains. Okay. Medical equipment. This room looks like it was used to store equipment. There's nothing particular that catches my eye. There's a bed. It resembles the one in the patient's rooms. Okay. Nothing in here. Alright. So I guess we should go look at the supermarket. Stupid despair meter. I can't fast travel from inside a building. That's done. Akane, what are you doing here?
Now then.
Phew, I'm already getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. Can you touch my boob? If you can touch my boob if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet, but it'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I'd never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy, so I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear a hospital gown of your own. Now that's an idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looks like they're out of one. There was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns.
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, and so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. Does that mean were there 4 people sick? Oh, I guess Fuyuhiko is also in the hospital at one point. If I have no choice, then I should wear Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear that one I already wore? That's gross, just wash it. Wearing clothes someone else has been wearing is even grosser.
Like,
No time to dilly-dally, I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, that's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but you're leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move to a different place. What? No, no, no.
Hello! How's everybody doing?
No.
It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
No, 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 no. No. I wanted to look at the convenience store. I don't have a theory.
The class trial's gonna start.
No! No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP!
I'm not ready.
I'll see you soon!
Guys, I'm not ready. It's already time. So this again. I need to go to that place again. Now it's not the time to be all a coward. The reason Ibuka and Yoko became victims in this is to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Okay, well we're gonna break here. Because it's been almost 2 hours. And the Oswin break in my mind doesn't fully count as a break. So we'll be right back. And listen to some spooky music. And I'm gonna run some ads really quickly. Because I don't think I've done that yet. Bad streamer, bad. Okay. Be right back, guys. Have a good break. Guys. I'm not ready. I don't know how long this trial is, so we might not finish the whole thing. We'll see. Honestly, that investigation was much shorter than the last one. Oh, this is our hope fragments. Oh, we have so many with Chiaki. And Ibuki we had 3 with. I like Ibuki. Oh, Mika, and we really didn't spend any time with her. Oh well.
Oh well.
Alright. Oh, chat disappeared. Okay. Excuse me. Been unwell the last few days. I'm still feeling exhausted. Oh, this way.
I'm still feeling exhausted. Level up!
Level up. All the way over here. I normally have a theory, like a solid theory going into these, and this one I just have no theory. The only theory I have is yes, Ibuki killed herself, but that was because she had the despair disease and she was gullible. Okay, there's getting to be so few of us. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. And soon enough...
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
You jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomi's such
What?
a dumb child.
Monomi's such a dumb child. What? Don't you get in my way, you're just a dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
I see, so you came to avenge him.
Avenge? That sounds like he died.
Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape. Is she gonna get punched again?
Hey!
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way in the million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens to us, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows? Maybe. Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing a poetic justice prevail. Sorry, I got distracted by my thoughts. It's fine. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
All right, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. What do you guys all have to say?
Fine.
It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make
Geez, how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our fallen comrades. Yeah, you can.
This is bad.
Hey, what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru is already... Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but... I have a feeling, Kazuichi, that you're not innocent here. But I really don't know. Just as I thought, this particular incident... Oops, we can continue this later, right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. Hane?
I'm gonna do it!
Hey! What are you withing about? Hurry up and get over with it already. Get it over with already. And then we can get Coach Mechamaru open arms when we can greet Coach Mechamaru with open arms when he comes back. Okay.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it's all just make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut up for good. No, I like Monami. I think she's helping us more than you guys think she is. Hiyoko. It must be my fault after all. No, it's not your fault.
Well?
And I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. You done? I haven't been helpful at all. You're never helpful, really. I couldn't even figure out the established time of death. I'm sorry. I'm such a useless piece of trash. It's okay.
Hey.
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward, and then we need to end this once and for all. Yep, you're right.
Roar!
Yep. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lines of silhouettes kept getting smaller and smaller. I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. When it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, enduring the boundaries of darkness. And I walked into that place. Oh, interesting.
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekamaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekamaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin.
Yoo-hoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content.
And so the curtain of the third class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was a mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. From just looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually a selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed these two is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whatever I believe is not irrelevant. Or, believe it or not, is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. And that's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friends' sake. For Ibuki and Hiyoko's sake. And so the curtain on the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Let's save. Oh. What skills do we even have? Do we have any? We don't have any. So who cares? I don't know how we have none. I thought we had some. I don't know how these work. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we don't have really many details at all. So we'll review it. There are 2 victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There was no other extreme injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's case was cause of death was blood loss. I can't read today. Cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp tool. Oh. It appears her death was instant. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet. The rope used to hang for the hanging. According to Mikan, there was no doubt that this was the cause of death. Of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with the rope. I'm really struggling with this today. The key to the motel room that Hiyoko was staying in, it was buried in her kimono. It was pretty difficult to retrieve. Thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the batten lighting. The black curtain at the very back of the music venue stage was not wide enough to reach the sides of the stage. It looks like it was brought from the supermarket and not something that was originally here. A stepladder was found in the music venue stage, tipped on its side. On its left side, on the slight blood stain can be seen. Candle. A candle was found at the front of the music venue stage. It looks like a dim light seen in the surveillance camera video was actually light from the candle. The surveillance camera unit put inside the music venue for communication purposes. It's been smashed to pieces. Okay. Broken. AC! The heat was on. AC was cranked up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It was extremely hot inside the music venue because of that. Evidence of a blood stain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Since Ibuki had no open wounds, it's believed the blood belonged to Hiyoko. A strange glob was stuck to both the music venue door. Touched each other. Yeah, Mikan's account. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. After, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. That's been confirmed by Fuyuhiko. That's where he found her. The video of Hajime saw at the hospital, it shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a head bag on their head as they wailingly climbed a stepladder towards the noose. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up and searched for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. I believe that too. Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. That's when Sonia apparently told her about the full-length mirror in the music venue storage room. Okay, that explains why she would be here. The invitation ticket prepared by Monokuma. 1 ticket was passed out per person. Okay. The Monokuma Monomi tote bag was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only 1 person can buy it. Apparently you get another bag for free when you purchase it.
BOGO.
The Wizard, the movie of Monokuma directed. The movie that Monokuma directed. There were a total of 3 deaths in the movie. The first, Monomi Scarecrow died by hanging herself. The second, the Monomi Lion was pulled full of arrows. Finally, Monomi Tin Man died by getting chopped up into pieces. Oh, that. I don't even know. I don't know. How do we not have any... Oh, is it because we're on easy level? We don't have any skills? Yeah, I'm playing on easy difficulty because I just want the story. Finish preparation.
Class trial start.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Again.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Who done
If you vote
it?
correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
Damn
I'll
it.
punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
That's
Well,
rude.
who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
That's rude.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Oh yeah, you were sick.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
I think it was you.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
I also don't get it, and I was...
Fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Wow.
Head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Fair enough. Also, he's being
Anyway,
very
We
aggressive
shouldn't
this
proceed
time.
with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Yeah.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Yeah.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because
Yeah,
of the despair disease.
Let's start at the beginning.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Yes.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
Yeah.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Yeah, that's right. She did come to
We
us.
immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby.
Yeah.
And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I
Yeah.
pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
Now you
I
just
tried to
fuck
stop
off.
them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
Look at that face. That's heartbreak.
By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because that's where everyone
Because it
was.
was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Mm-hmm.
At least, that's what I thought. The only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Yeah, no one else believed
But I
you.
remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital.
That's not what you said you did.
And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him.
You said you
in
counted them
various
before you
ways
went up
see
to
if he could
rest.
help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Yeah, that was a good feeling.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door.
Yeah, and that's when we
And
saw
when that
Hiyoko.
happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we
Yeah.
removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Ugh!
Sorry.
Because you have no
I'm
evidence that
being
it's not.
impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Yeah, so could Mikan.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
What?
Do you doubt me?
He does.
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me.
Ugh, there's
Prove you're
time,
not the killer.
honestly. Time. There wasn't enough time. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who just confuses us to make the matters worse. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Yeah, I was surprised he did that. I mean, it was also for Akane's sake. This was gonna come up anyway. All of them. I don't even know.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie,
It's
then the
not a
fact
lie.
that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
Well, we saw that she hung
After all,
herself.
Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
You hadn't
means it
seen the
probably
movie.
is Hajime's fault.
We haven't seen the movie. We hadn't seen it. I'm not the killer. I should be. Yeah, there is. Don't worry. There is, buddy. I just have to.
Hajime's testimony.
Hajime's and the fact that Ibuki.
That would also.
I don't think I can. After all, Hajime.
Why would Hajime?
Well, obviously.
Because he hadn't seen the
kill both
movie.
of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
We hadn't seen it yet, idiot. You know that. You were there. Ticket.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Fucking idiot.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
No.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie?
No.
Of course no one did, right?
No one ever brought it up, actually, ever again. After
Hold
you.
on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
I think just to eliminate this possibility.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I think that's totally fair.
It also provides a good warm-up.
That is a little annoying.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Little do you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Well, it is a game, but that's
What a
fine.
waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Yeah, you did.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Unless there was someone off camera kind of motivating her.
That seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
Well, I think she was influenced. She had the gullible disease.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
Yeah.
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Well, not that it's not possible. It's just very unlikely.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
And what's that?
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
Yes.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Well, we don't know that that's actually what happened because Yoko could have been in there doing her dress thing and oversaw something she shouldn't have seen, and then they went zaboom and got rid of her.
Then let's ask
We don't know when that
How
happened.
long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Not long.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
Yeah. They locked the door with the drumstick.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
Drumstick.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Yes.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
No, that's correct.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You are right.
Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Which is so eerie to me.
They were?
Yeah.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time.
Yeah.
And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Yeah, I don't think you needed to yell that so aggressively, but yes, that's correct.
Me too?
Yeah, of course you two.
What the hell?
You're more
Why's it
likely.
gotta be us?
Because you weren't there. Where were
The
you?
others all have alibis.
Yeah.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
Yeah.
Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
Yep.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, The only person that leaves is one of you.
Yeah, what were you guys doing?
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
That's true too. We don't actually know what's going on with him.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh?
He's pretending to be Nekomaru.
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Of course he is!
Please stop making bad jokes.
He's always up to something weird.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Yeah, you should.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall.
Well,
Is this his professional skill?
Well, he's probably been to a few trials. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so too. Is that really it? Make your argument. Ladder, surveillance. Transparent gob, motion, scrap of paper, step ladder. Guys!
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Yeah.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
I agree.
How did they lock the door?
With the
That
drumstick.
door should not have had a lock.
It didn't. You're right.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yeah.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Guys, I don't know. Should be able to prove that with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
What are we proving?
By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
They did do that.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Mm-hmm.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I really
I've
don't
seen
know.
this in serial crime dramas.
Hey. You're going to bed? Okay. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. The person that remarked that contradicts the truth. Yeah, we're in the class trial. We're trying to figure out who murdered Hiyoko and Ibuki, and I don't understand what they're getting at. I don't know.
The killer was still inside the
Okay.
music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Yeah.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Yeah.
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
I don't know.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
I have no
So
idea.
they looked like they had just rushed over.
Yeah.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still
What
inside the
contradicts
music venue.
what? I'm not getting it.
By locking the door from the inside,
Scrap of
they
thick
tried to keep
paper.
us from getting in.
Surveillance
It seems they
monitor,
were trying to
motel
stall for
key,
How did they lock
step
the door?
ladder.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together.
I don't know. I don't have enough of a
And
brain
suddenly appeared.
today. I don't understand, guys. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get there though. I don't know. I don't know. This game is a lot more abstract with their clues and shit. And I am struggling a lot more than the last game. So I'm a little confused. I also really don't understand this trial at all. Like the murder. It's kind of evading me. It's not really though a 50-50.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in
I have to
serial crime
pick the right
dramas.
bullet. That person's remark contradicts the truth. Okay, who
The
contradicts
killer
the
was still
truth?
inside the music venue.
Okay,
By locking the door from the inside,
yeah.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
That's probably true.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
I know that's wrong. I know that would be an agreement, but it's not. I needed to do something.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By
Yeah.
locking the door from the inside.
Oh,
No, that's wrong.
What? What?
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
What? What? This is the second time they've thrown something out there that's been completely nuts. Okay, what's
From the
next?
Outside. How?
The green goop. I don't know what is it. Glue? I don't understand.
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
I don't think that's a. What is that though?
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
I mean, if it was Kazuichi, maybe he could have melted. Like, he's pretty resourceful. He's a mechanic. That wasn't rubber at all. It was gummies? No, that would have been crazy.
Crap!
I'm sorry. I just thought I see what was happening. See, it was glue. She said it tasted bad.
That semi-transparent glob.
I agree. I agree. In the last trial, it was hello, Azriel. How are you? Azriel, not Azriel. Azriel, not Azriel. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. But yeah, in the last trial, they were like, murder weapon. We gotta figure out the murder weapon. And then it's like, it ended up being a swimsuit that somebody tied up and filled with gravel from a smashed fish tank that was on the ground. And they're like, well, what if somebody did X, Y, and Z and then took this and put it in here? And you were supposed to figure that out. And I was like, there's no way of knowing. It was crazy. I was like, I don't know. It was a guess. It was a guess. Like, I was sitting there for like 20 minutes and I went and clicked through every single bullet and I'm like, I don't even know what else to pick. I'm going to do this because it's ridiculous. Like the bathing suit. What about the fucking bathing suit? Why is that here? And then that was it. And I'm like, you're kidding. I don't understand. Anyway, I'm sorry. Welcome to my TED Talk. Yeah, the swimsuit thing was super confusing. I had never seen anyone who could figure that out right away. It just, well, at first I was like, okay, the swimsuit, maybe they strangled, like if the murder, like if it had been a strangulation, then I was like, okay, murder weapon, swimsuit, strangulation, sure. But they were like head injury, and I'm like, okay, there's no physical evidence that the gravel was ever in the swimsuit. There was no evidence that the swimsuit was ever tied up, and there was no evidence of blood on the swimsuit. So it's just like, the only thing about it was that, oh, somebody had stolen her swimsuit, and it, you know, that was the only thing. And I was like, okay. Anyway, so I'm sorry for my rant, but that has been festering in my frustration for days. Okay. It's a semi-transparent glob. Must have been glue.
Glue?
Glue. Yeah.
But we know a guy who would have glue. Yeah, you ate it. You would know.
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Yeah, you see, I think it was Kazuichi. Also, Chiaki, girl, we gotta talk about your glue-eating issues. I'm not sure swimsuit would be strong enough to strangle people either. Oh, well, it depends on the swimsuit. Depends on the material. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It had a firm and gel-like chewiness. Why do you know that?
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Yep, Chiaki confirmed. Child that ate glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not. I said Kazuichi. I think he's the killer. We don't have the glue is kind of what is pushing me towards it, because who else would have had access to glue?
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
I know, Sonya, but it's Chiaki.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touch.
Mechanics use glue for things. Where you get the I don't know. Oh, absolutely. They probably seem to have everything.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck.
But that would have to be some really strong glue.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
You know what? I'm really liking Hiyoko not being here because Mikan can talk without us hearing some horrible, crude insults. And yeah, I don't always love Mikan, but I hated Hiyoko's insults more. They were annoying.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
Yes.
What'd you say?
How dare I suggest that?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious?
That's true.
Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
I don't know, guys. Drumsticks are strong.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Yeah.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Well, I mean, it was keeping the door shut. Like, it wasn't really a trap. It was keeping the door from opening. I really don't think
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
We are Hajime. I will point him out to you the next time he comes into view. Apologize, Miss Onion. No.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Monomi coming in with the hot logic. Yeah, so this game is about 16 students that have been kidnapped from school and taken to an island where they are to murder each other in order to get off. And they are all the ultimates of their craft. Anyway, so we played the first game, and I don't think you were around for that one either. But there's a huge plot to it, so I won't get into it too much. But on this one, we're trying to escape the island. People have been getting murdered, and if you have to guess the correct murderer, or blackened as Monokuma calls it. And if you guess the correct person, they get killed and the rest of us get to live. And if we guess incorrectly, we all get killed and the blackened gets to live and survive and go home. So, but at the same time, there's this backstory. Yes, most likely. This has been a very popular franchise. So this is the second game in the series. So we've recently discussed, so we're trying to figure out what happened to our high school life, because they told us very early on that our memories were removed. Yes, we played the first game. We just finished streaming it, I think, 2 weeks ago. So there are still some of the VODs left up on the channel. I unfortunately did not have my VOD channel up and running yet on YouTube to post those on. I didn't think about it. So too late. Those are all gone. Most of them. Anyway, so we're trying to solve, the mystery of the world. Why are we on this island? How do we get off? Who is Monomi and Monokuma? Who's controlling them? Whilst trying to save our asses.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
Seems like it.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Seems like it.
Even quick work has limits.
Well, you would be used to working quickly under pressure.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
What? Why are you going on about that?
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue,
Okay.
they must have done it earlier than that.
I guess she could have been up and off. Did I? Great. She's always like that. Earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right?
Yeah.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time.
That's what
When
I'm wondering.
Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
I think she was killed earlier, and then...
Just revealed?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
The killer did that too.
Here, I have proof.
How is that proof?
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting
My
at the music
favorite
venue?
character in this game is my sweet, sweet, sweet girl Chiaki. Followed by Gundam.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
It comes from the stuff from the room. It's the poster stuff. The scrap. I was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh no, okay guys, oh maybe you guys don't know your job. Oh, these are all kind of new, you're all new people / people who haven't been here for this. Okay, your job, I'm very dyslexic. Your job is to help me with the word if I can't figure it out, and spelling. Okay. Is it a backdrop? B-A-C-K-D-R-O-P. Well, there's... We're trying to figure out what this word is. Hold on, let me look at these. Hell, no. Oh, you were interrupted by ads. Okay. We're trying to figure out what this word is. I actually don't know what it is. So if you know what this word is, a hint would be lovely. Backdrop. B-A-C-K-D-R-O-P. No. We're gonna die. A? No. B? W? Okay. A word that starts with W. I really don't know. Wallpaper? Oh! L. I need another L. Wallpaper. Wallpaper. Ah! Give me an L! Damn it, damn it! Wallpaper. B A A Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! No! No, God! P where and give me another P. P, sorry guys. I will be back. E. Give me an R. Give me an R! Yeah, so we have to figure out the word and then... We have to figure out the word that's associated with the clue.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Most of the time I can figure out the word, but I can't figure out the spelling. But sometimes I can't figure it either. It's not that hard, it's just I can't spell or read very well. Like, I rely on a lot of context clues to read. So when the context clues are eliminated, and there physically aren't any, I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Yes, it is wallpaper.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there?
Yes.
So,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper...
You see, and I would have called that a backdrop.
See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of
Well,
the
that makes me feel a
wallpaper.
little better. That was real.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
Maybe they hid her in there?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Here's the thing. I like it the most because I think I suck at it the least.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
What are we figuring out now? That scrap of paper stuck on the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? I think that makes sense. If I trace back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give it a try. What now? That's us. Logic dive? Oh! Shit. How do I slow down again? Okay. And that's jump. Okay, we're good. Oh gosh. I hate this. I hate this game. Ah, go around him. I don't want to do this. Oh, that was my right click instead of my left click. Whoops. There you go. Question 1. No. Hiyoko, did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the scene of the crime? It was hidden. It was brought there. It was hidden. It was hidden. It was hidden. I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh gosh, guys. I don't want to do this anymore. Question 2. No, wrong one. What did the killer use to hide her body? The wall papier. The papier du wall. What's wall in French? Le papier du wall. Oh gosh, that was close. Oh! I hated that. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it so much. This isn't fun. Question 3. Did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. They formed a wall. I don't remember. I would assume they covered the pillar. Oh my gosh, that was a guess. I was right. Hell yeah! You love it? Oh no, it gives me anxiety. I don't like QuickTime shit. The whole thing is QuickTime. Everything we do here, I hate it.
I got it.
The class trials are the worst part for me.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
Yeah, that's what she did earlier,
No,
man.
The body was already taped up and the killer hid it.
Chiaki is my favorite. And then Gundam is my second.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Chiaki is so friggin' cute. And then I like Ibuki a lot.
When I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
So I think my order would have been Chiaki,
Because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar.
Peko,
I didn't realize that at the time.
and
Well, that's understandable. I mean,
Gundam.
it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Well, yeah, she was hanging.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Well, yeah, because they're very good. I was so disappointed by Peko. They did her dirty.
Baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Yeah.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
Exactly. Make it didn't stand
That's
out.
how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally
I was
ripped off a piece of the
disappointed by her
wallpaper.
case.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Like, I don't mind her working for Fuyuhiko and all
Their plan
that,
took
but
too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
that girl deserved better.
Going to the trouble of hiding the
A better murder.
and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone.
Yeah, it was good.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, like overall, I enjoyed that trial. It was good, but
When was Hiyoko actually killed?
I
Good
just
point. And on
I
that
liked her
note,
a lot.
It's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Okay.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
They did hint at it well, yeah.
I don't eat mothballs.
She was always
I just
checking on
enjoy
him and
looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
mm-hmm.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie.
Well,
although
yeah.
the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Because they're crazy.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Oh gosh, look at our health bar. The reason the killer imitated the two victims in the movie, it should be able to explain it. To hide the weapon. Because they like the movies, to make up the killing order. To let the accomplice escape. Is there an accomplice? We don't know who died first. I'll be shocked if there's an
The
accomplice
reason the
here.
killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Yeah.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed
Really?
before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
He's kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body.
But I guess that's a solid choice.
What do you mean?
He is funny.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
You should. You should care about that.
Not even crying.
No, she's fine.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
All right.
What a jerk!
No, he's just
Oh,
dramatic.
I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Exactly.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki
Yes,
died
Lottie.
because she hanged herself, right?
Yes.
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
There's blood on her feet.
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah.
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Hold on. Oh, did the murderer have Ibuki kill Hiyoko? That would be mean. If they did that, that would be mean. She had the gullible disease. She had the gullible disease. If she's the accomplice and then did a murder-suicide, oh, that would be so mean. But then I would assume that she would have more blood on her gown and shit. That's my only thing. So I don't know if that's what happened, but that would be crazy. That would... Okay, sorry. That just...
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Yes.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
You're
First and
always annoying.
foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah, because she had blood on her
A
shoes.
low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Standing? She was standing?
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
She was using her legs? Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. Yeah. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko died. She was alive. Sorry, I just hit my keyboard tray. Make your argument. Okay, blood on the souls. That I can do.
When Hiyoko died,
They are having beef.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
Yes. I agree.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Yeah, she's gotten there, buddy.
Did you see her walking?
No, did you look at the body at all,
Feet
guys?
were on the floor. Was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes, actually, there was.
Agree with that.
Now that you
Just as
mention
Sonia
it.
said, Ibuki stepped on something.
Yeah.
That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
There was.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right?
No,
She
she's not
suffered no
bleeding.
external injuries.
No, it's not her blood.
And it's Hyoko's blood.
That's correct, y'all.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck.
Yeah.
And she died almost instantly, right?
Yes.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was mortally wounded.
Absolutely. Means she was present for the murder.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hyoko was killed.
Absolutely.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
What? What?
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Yes, it
Does
does.
that mean you have a rebuttal?
Yes, it does.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
Hey, he spoke normally.
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed.
Yeah, because there was a wiped up blood stain on the floor.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound.
No, we're
It
just-
seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now.
Look
You
at the
better
hamster.
entertain me to the fullest.
Okay. Alright, alright. Come at me. Where is it? Smudge on the floor. There it is.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoka? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one...
Oh, did I miss
See you
it?
nice night,
I did
then.
miss it. I missed it. Despite the exchange. Okay.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hyoka? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Yes, there was!
Allow me to cut through those words.
Ha!
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't
Absolutely.
say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
I do. There's a smudge on the floor.
I do.
Did you look at the crime scene?
There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
These guys are just like a bunch of kids that show up the day of the test but didn't do their homework.
The blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it.
Yep.
The killer probably didn't even realize it.
Nope.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
That is correct.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Yes, it would.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Sure.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating.
I was
So
gonna
I
say
don't
that.
think they had to go that far.
They were
aside
dumb.
from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Yep.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's 100% why I was on.
That's right. I didn't know the time of death because of the heater.
Yep.
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right?
No, I'm good.
Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
I agree.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
It is.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Yeah, sure.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Alright, what's that? What are you on about?
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Yeah, he does that.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
That's a good question.
The same as always, you have to vote for who the killer is.
Who the killer would be themselves.
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko.
Yeah.
And then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
No, I think she would have been told.
Impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She would have told her to.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember?
Yeah, but she had the gullible
That means
disease.
anything can happen.
She had the gullible disease, which means someone convinced her. Would have convinced
She
her.
wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders,
No.
right?
No.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon
There was a
after
third
means
person.
The killer had to be alive at that time.
Yeah, there was a third
Then she
person.
was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
I doubt it.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime
No,
scene.
she was hanging there pretty good.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
No.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Yeah.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
Ah, there's still one more issue on my mind.
Yeah, what's that, buddy?
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
She did commit suicide, but because she was told to.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the steps.
Oh, well, we just
right?
didn't see anyone else there. We didn't know
Then
if she
that
was
mean
alone.
Someone forced her to do it?
Probably, yeah. She had the gullible disease, guys.
Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
No, she had the gullible disease.
That.
Have these idiots not been paying attention to the game? Have they not been paying attention? She had the gullible disease. He had the the opposite disease, and then Akane had the sad face disease. They just come on, guys.
Say it all proud.
Pay attention.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
Yeah, they did.
So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Yeah.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Before 8 a.m.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
I don't think so.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
Just
I saw
before.
it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
Yeah.
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement.
Yep.
And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Yeah. Oh god. That would be Kazuichi and Sanya. Sanya.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Yeah.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Okay.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
No. Hold on. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Mikan.
And what about the others?
Right before the
Sonia.
morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
Yeah.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
We don't know that.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
No? Okay.
Crap! We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Crap!
Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I really don't know.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
I don't know what about Mikan. Mikan has an alibi.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
No. Oh, I see what they're getting at.
In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Yeah.
You two have alibis?
Of course we do. We were
Up until I
together.
saw that hanging video. Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
Yeah.
We even woke up together that morning.
Don't say it like that.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Why would you say it like that? Ah,
Too much
Chiaki.
info.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
Okay.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that.
I agree. I don't want to think about it
Killer
more.
decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Yeah.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Not really.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process?
Yes.
Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
Because it was fun?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much.
No, you don't.
That's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
What was that reason? What was the reason? that's the case. Still in the killer's trap? Yeah. Inside the trap set by one of us. If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? I don't know, actually.
Class trial suspended.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monomi. Why, hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off of moss balls.
And here's some chance time.
What? What's that?
Now then, Monomi's appeal time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you a chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treated you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss.
That's 99% your fault.
Well, you were whining. Your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It's just be boring appeal.
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be a merchandise opportunity heading your way.
Then... I'm Usami Magical Miracle Girl. I'm Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Gee, then I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Wow. Let's save. Let's save. And I think this is gonna be... yeah.
I'm Monomi. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
Okay, we'll watch Monomi and then we'll end.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
What?
Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Okay, the reason the killer did an imitation murder is the reason for falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh.
I
Suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die.
Okay, I feel like this is still gonna go on for quite some time and it's getting pretty late. So we're gonna... Good. So we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Alright. Thank you for everyone who hung out and stopped by. I appreciate it. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, is there anyone on we can raid? Probably not. Seriously, Clara, games and demos. No, I don't know. What's she playing, actually? Hold on. Hold on, Jillian. What is she playing? She is playing... Oh, she doesn't have a game yet. Alright, well, we're just gonna end it there, and we'll keep playing